Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to CrackGradeB. In this video, I am going to again make sure that you get some good questions to practice with timer. That's what we are going to do. Those who don't know me, I'm Niharika John Mehra. Have been teaching for a long time now for competitive exam, and English is my subject. So if you are new here, make sure to like and share along with subscribing. Let me also quickly share this video with some of my students, regular students, and then we shall begin. Remember that there are many other things that we have for you on our website. There are courses on our app, WhatsApp community. So do check out the description box below. वहाँ पर आपको बहुत सारी और details मिल जाएंगी. Is my audio and video okay? I believe we are good to go. It would be good if you can give me a confirmation. Cool. I'm assuming everything is good to go. There we go. That's your first question. We have two sentences with two blanks each. You have to choose the option that can go well in both the blanks of both the sentences. Okay, I hope I'm clear and now आपको पता है क्या करना है. How do we improve error? So for error detection, your basic should be clear. Meaning you should know how a grammar it is used and where. So you should have knowledge of rules, and then you should also know the application of those rules, which you can do through reading more. You can also do through questions when I'm explaining things to you, answer to you. That's the way you see how a particular rule is used. You have to answer here in the chat, guys. आप लोग को आंसर यहाँ चैट में देना है. Okay. So litigation and amicable. The dash between warring parties went on for a long time before and dash a settlement. So there is some kind of settlement and something going between the parties. Only a dash brought about us and dash concord over sharing between the state government over the sharing of water, river water. So when I say something between two parties, only there is something that brought about, that made something take place, lekar aaya. Duplication sense nahi banata, nothing is getting duplicated. Dislike is a verb. Fight will not give you any meaning, and gap will also not give you any meaning. Litigation is a lawsuit. Okay, it's a case, it's a legal case. So the litigation between parties went on for a long time. लंबे समय तक चला, we can say that. And a case tha that only brought about some kind of concord. So litigation, definitely I can say. What kind of settlement? Amicable, peaceful, friendly wala. Okay, a concord that was in a friendly manner. तो इस वजह से यहाँ पे amicable आएगा. I don't believe other words are that tough for you people to understand, so I'm quickly gonna take you to the next question. If I feel there is a word which is a tough word for you to remember, that word I will take and I'll make you revise. But as of now, I think we are good to go. Answer is D. See, guys, both the sentences, both the blanks. That means there are four places you have to check and see what is said here. After the demise of her mother died. Sheila dashed her mother's silverware as a dash, okay, crockery, silverware. So Sheila wanted, maybe she cannot buy because it's her mother's, you don't buy something that already belongs to your family, your mother, your father. So bought is wrong. Changed, again no meaning, because what's the context of demise here? Neglected, also no meaning. So Sheila, she preserved whatever was left of her mom. Also, Ramu dashed the plaque. Plaque is like a wooden tablet kind of a thing. Okay. So he preserved, kept it nicely. His friend presented to him as a keepsake. Keepsake is something that you keep in the memory of a particular time or of someone. So that is happening, okay? Because her mother passed away, Sheila she preserved, kept nicely the silverware as a keepsake, as a memory. Ramu also did the same. Whatever his friend presented to him, he kept it so that whenever he looked at it, he remembered his friend. So it was very, very simple, okay? Uh, I think other words are quite easy. Memoir, I'll take this word. So, memoir of someone is the historical record of someone. Okay, it could be good or bad, but that's the meaning of it. Next question. I want to encourage you to answer here because in exam you will need to be quick to answer. This is like I'm giving you time on the higher end, on the higher side. Answer is C, absolutely right. The rater found it difficult to read the essay for the writing was not at all legible. Whenever you are able to read something, that thing is legible, okay? Imagine prescription from a doctor. Most of the doctors, whatever they write, it is not legible. You are unable to make out what they have written. So here, that's what we are saying. The lawyer found it difficult to decipher. Yes, difficult to do something. The note written by an evidence as the writing was not clear. It was not readable. It was not legible. From the second blank, it was very clear that no other word can come. Because we are talking about writing in both the sentences and hence C आपका आंसर था. So many old timers dash the demolition of ancient something. Ancient tombs होती हैं, ancient buildings, yes, ancient structures, something. Demolition is to destroy. Destroying of ancient population, I cannot say. So of course D cannot be one of them. Temples maybe. But you again see damage done to many, something in the recent earthquake. So what is something which will go well over here is many people, it's a negative thing happening, so they are going to lament. Lament is to wail, to express sadness through crying or wailing on something that has happened. So lamented, both of the time people are lamenting and over the demolition or the damage done to these structures. When we relish something we enjoy, especially enjoy eating the particular thing. Other words, easy. So moving on to the next question. Sure to like and share, guys. Our government has recently asked many dash owners, monument owners, hotel owners to clear footpath on which they have set up. Answer is right in front of you. So there can be vendors who have set up whatever they have, and there are kiosks. Kiosks are the small shops, okay, not like the big store. It is not like that, smaller ones. So hotel, monument, and house, you don't set up your house this way. That's why three options are eliminated. Then the second one says dash R. I again need a plural because R is my verb. Dash R, dash which usually are makeshift in nature. That means they are movable. You can easily move from one position to one place to another one. So that is what kiosks do. That is the definition of kiosk. And that if you know that, you know D is the answer for sure. Cool. Moving on to the next type of question, instruction is given to you. Guys, you can anytime get a new type of question in your exam. Okay, do not worry, first of all. Secondly, all you have to do is read instruction properly. So please make it a habit when you are practicing to read the instruction. Even if it looks very simple and something you're familiar with, still make sure you read it. That's the way to crack any new type of question that comes. They have unanimously, in one voice, affirmed AFF. You have to check whenever you get to see any double letter. Their support for the management and the plan for taking the company aage forward. Forward is the first page or the scenario of a book or of a drama where you get to know a little bit about what is going to happen next. Of course, forward I use new. Contextually it is wrong. All are correct, guys. Italian nationalism was steered by, okay? So after wars were third form, spelling of steered, everything is good. By the outbreak, okay, something that spread widely and quickly, that is outbreak, and was strongly supported by a variety of political factions, okay. I think here the only thing that might have confused you was the word faction. If you don't know what exactly a faction is, definitely you will think that is a wrong word. Faction is a group of people who have the same kind of thought or belief, especially in politics, in political world. Okay, if there is a group and they're usually small group and they believe and their doctrine is same, that's what is a faction. So we are talking about political factions. Nothing is wrong. All are correct. Try to target 25 minutes. Also, I have already mentioned this, but I'll go through it once again. Try to finish single liners first. RCs you do later on. I mean, out of all the 40 questions, you first try to finish the single. Group in group. Oh, okay, I got it. Hmm. Answer here is permitted, not permeated. Okay, there is a difference. Lack of organized naval opposition. Organized, it's all okay. It is about opposition. They are organized, set in a manner. This is acting as adjective. Throughout Western Europe, allowed Viking ships to travel freely, raiding or trading. Now, this raiding is attack. It can also mean robbing. Okay, so this is all good. As opportunity permitted means whenever opportunity came. So that was the word which we were supposed to use here. Now, whenever you use the word permeated, which is given in D, that means like a filter is there. Imagine a filter and one thing passing from that filter and spreading everywhere. That is permeation. Okay, spreading through something. So that's why this word makes no sense in the sentence. Okay. Development, development. Development will not carry E after P. So very, very simple. Yeah, development. Again, a spelling mistake. There is no such word as proposally. At a public hearing last week, speakers against the proposal, सल ऐसा भी होता है और ले भी का भी यही pronunciation है, but of course other words I don't need think need is there to give the meanings. You can do, yeah. So when you tell me the error, please mention the correction as well. Let me see if you are just guessing what is wrong with the sentence or you actually know what exactly is wrong with the sentence. Answer coming in E, which is absolutely right. While there have been great advances. See, whenever subject is there, we see what is the object. It is plural, and that's why have is gonna come here. Now, while is helping me join two sentences, two clauses. So, while there have been advances in what? In data science, where? In private sector. So, my first clause gets over here. Many social sector and civic organizations, many के साथ plural आता है, are lagging behind. So there is advancing, there is a sector advancing, there is another sector going back. So everything was absolutely perfect, correct here, no error. This one also E. Pardon me. What about rest of you? No one else? Are you sure? Very simple answer is C. Okay. Economical and economic both are adjectives, but the meaning varies. Anything which is economical is pocket friendly, it is not very expensive. But why will I talk about such issues over here, right? I want to talk about issues related to economy, and that's why economic, transferring the role of data in addressing what? Major social economic issues, social and economic issues, not economical, will help whom? Various, with various I want a plural, so plural is used over here. They are from the category of government, so government organizations. This is a type of error on which we have seen multiple questions in previous years. So please know the difference, remember the difference. Can you tell me the correction? If you are saying C, then what should be the correction? If you are saying D, what should be the correction? Tell me, because you should know why you are choosing an option. Okay. Answer is D. An impossible. If you say the and you are saying the and then a common noun, that means either it is one and the only thing in the world. So that is one and the only impossible dream. Or it can mean we have already mentioned it earlier. Both of the cases are not here in this sentence. So for many, many will take plural. Many firms were in emerging and developing economies, emulating the success of whom? The likes of Samsung and Hyundai. Likes here is used in the sense of noun, and we are saying the success of companies similar to. So instead of using two, three words, I'm simply saying likes of Samsung and Hyundai may seem like one of the, an impossible dream, one of the. Developing countries have argued for a long time, for decades, many years, that the rules governing international trade, what kind of rules are there? So what we are doing, we are using ing form of verb, present participle, to explain and modify this noun rules. Okay, so governing international trade, this is actually an adjective phrase helping us understand more about our main subject, which is rules. Rules are profoundly unfair. So rules are how, I need an adjective, unfair. Unfair के लिए एक adverb यहाँ पर use है profoundly, which is okay. One of the most important lessons, one of is always going to take a plural. Lessons from the first industrial revolution is, subject is again one of, so verb is going to be singular. That periods, plural, of far-reaching technological change. Multiple periods, so subject verb says we have to use require without s. An equally radical transformation. Noun, radical is adjective, equally is adverb of the state. So now we are going to do cloze test, which is a paragraph with blanks. We are going to do all 5 blanks together and then I will explain. Take some time to give it a rough reading as well, because it's very important for you to understand the context and then select answer from all the options given to you. After all 5 blanks, I'll explain why is a particular answer the right answer. I give extra time to you guys so that those who are slow readers can make it a habit to read the paragraph any which ways. Okay. Climate change is arguably the most dark global challenge today. Anything which is urgent is pressing. Okay, it is a pressing matter. It is an urgent matter. Whenever we say ardent, that means it's something about a zeal of someone. Let's say he is an ardent follower of ABC. So, what kind of follower? He is very fervent, he is very zealous, full of passion. That kind of a person is ardent. We cannot use other words, not that difficult. Then the climate agreement aims to do something, and that is the increase in global temperature. Very, very easy. We want to limit it. That's what we are doing. We also have a pre knowledge of this particular topic. So, denying, saying no, and redeeming. Redeem is to save someone from something by paying a price. Okay, so that again is not something which is happening here. Then the story goes on, not going to read for you. Moreover, as low and middle income countries dash population growth and urbanization. Now, we need to say the whole structure here, what the complete sentence is talking about. They will account for most of the expected doubling of infra. ओके, थोड़ा सा पहले का सेंटेंस पढ़ो. Existing infrastructure defined broadly as whatsoever accounts for almost 70% emission. So here what we are saying that as these countries they drive population growth, that means they are the major ones to do something. Okay, that's why drive is the correct answer over here, which we are using as a verb. Censure is to criticize someone. डांट कर किसी को जब कंडेम करा जाता है, reprimanding, that is censure. So countries are not doing that to population. Dispensable able wale words are adjectives. I need a verb here. I cannot use. Dispensable is anything which I can easily skip. It is not essential. It is disposable. So again I cannot use. Yielding, किसी चीज का आउटपुट लेकर आना, ब्रिंगिंग आउटपुट आउट ऑफ समथिंग. Dwindle is to get smaller in size, shape, or amount, to decrease. So these countries are not doing any other thing, because whatever action is happening, it is happening on the population growth and urbanization. So these countries are driving it. Okay. Then if we want to avoid the adverse effects, of course the effects are going to be bad, and that's why adverse effect. This was very easy. So far, however, this goal has proved elusive, as in it is not quite something that we think can turn true. The supply of bankable infra projects has been dashed. So the supply has been. You need to see the main subject. If you want to select the right verb, or after verb if there is an adjective, in this case, like how it is. So the supply has been inadequate and subscale. After and, you are again getting a word which is an average word. It is not something very positive or very negative. So inadequate. Okay, anything that is it inadvertently happening, first of all the word is an adverb. You can see subscale word here is an adjective. I cannot use it. So it is by accident something happens, accidentally something is taking place. Inaudible, illegible, and indecisive. I believe other words are again simple to understand. Indecisive is also when something is not clear, contradictory to something else. And the third meaning is it is where we can see the person's decision is fluctuating from yes to no to I don't know, something like that. Now we are going to do Para-jumble. This one is super easy one. Please try to do it correctly. Arrange PQRST in a way where it will give you a coherent paragraph. You need more time to just check once. I can't see many of you answering. The answer is RQSPT. Okay. Uh, this is an important topic, so I would really like you to go through the strategy again with me. In the case you don't know, now is the first time for you in my class, so please listen to me carefully. Inverted pyramid, meaning broad information first and specifics, details later on in the paragraph. Second, what do? Is we try to make one or two pairs instead of directly doing the complete final answer. And the third thing is, as you read, mark some hint words. What are the hint words here? The second means there might be mention of two things. Was their inability to provide secure energy supply. So first we have to mention that there are two. Out of two, first is something, and then I will talk about the second one. Okay, this is what is this is for which word, what is happening. This is a hint word. This is because they have begun to overcome two hurdles. I know for sure P will be somewhere after Q. Okay, renewable technologies, energy technologies, have recently established their role in global energy supply mix. Introduction of something. The first. After mentioning two, I can say first and second. But T is there that says furthermore. That means I have mentioned something in the same tone, in the same context. I'm extending something, I'm adding more details to it. Okay. A number of other factors have improved their accessibility and affordability. So, of course, R is going to be the first one because no other sentence is independent. It is just one sentence here, R, that gives you introduction of something. Now, there are two hurdles. So, that is in Q. S talks about the first one, P talks about the second one. So, you mentioned there are two things. The first one is ABCD, the second one is XYZ. P was the only tricky one here to understand where to use. You could have used it after S also, you could have thought it. Maybe T is an extension of the first concern, the first hurdle. But if you read, it says a number of other factors. Other factors. Okay. So the second was their inability to provide secure energy supply. So these are the hurdles. Furthermore, there are other factors that have improved their accessibility. This is going slightly in the positive tone. Better we would have got something contradictory conjunction over here, पर नहीं है, कोई नहीं, आखिरी में ही use करेंगे उसे. There is no other place to use it. Cool. So good job, all those who got it correct. One blank, more than one word can come. Will come in fact. There have been some developments in the field of AI over the past few years, last few years. I don't have any restriction here. Definitely all the adjectives, notable, meaning substantial, critical means important, significant means having great importance. From the same family, all four words are and all fit. Even the form is something we can use in this blank. So, of course, answer is E. The business plan is only dash. Now there is a context if we read ahead, as the company knows that it will need to change with time. So it is for short term. Even without going through the options, you understand this from the sentence. So it is provisional, it is tentative, it is for just time being. You get provisional contracts, you get provisional letter before job, actual job offer letter, you get to complete your provisional time period. So that's what we have here, third and the fourth one. Anything which is elusive, it is hard to track, it is difficult to track, to follow, to catch. Illustrious is the synonym of the word notable, which we saw in the previous blank. So anything which is which is important, which is notable, is illustrious. The criticism of the debutant is completely something, as he was not the only player who was responsible for the loss. So, first of all, debutant is anyone, especially actually a man, it's a masculine word for the one who is coming for the first time in front of people, especially when it comes to sports. Okay, so like a player. Anyways, यहाँ पे आंसर था second and third one B. So the criticism is completely unwarranted and unjust. It is not something we can justify. It is unfair, and the reason is he was not the only player who was responsible for the loss. That's why the criticism is not fair. Unique and uniform, easy words, and I don't believe I need to give you meanings of these. This should be easy. Actually, it's my bad. I should have made it a little tougher for you by using a slash an. So, second and the third word, a slash an, the article here, of course, is helping you that imminent and intricate cannot come. But in exam, please make sure you go through the word. Sometimes you get like a, and then you have n written, letter n in bracket. That means a or n, both can come. Anyways, so he was fired because he could not give his manager some kind of explanation. So, a convincing, a plausible, something that could happen, that kind of explanation for his constant tardiness to work. Why is he late, not completing things on time? Why he is delaying things? So, that's why plausible and convincing explanation. Anything that is very complex. Sometimes it is so fine that it is complex, it is intricate. Imminent is something about to happen, okay? Like your exam is imminent. It is gonna take place in near future. So that is imminent with I. Don't confuse it with the word eminent, okay? That starts with E. It has a different meaning. Would be the last question today. So the president promised to answer all the questions that were pertinent to, relevant to the trade deal, related to. To was hint word over here. Anytime there is a blank and then you have a preposition after the blank, take full advantage of it. It will help you decide your answer with more confidence. तो relevant pertinent synonyms हैं, to उसके बाद होता है use. Unintentional is you did it by mistake or act by accident. Radical, learn this word before we end the session. Radical is an adjective. The first meaning is comprehensive, something which is very extensive. A radical change happened. So a thorough change happened. Second meaning of this word is something which is very important, essential. Third meaning of this is something which has extremity attached to it. He was a radical. That means he did things in a way where everybody could see, extreme level par jaakar kara. So this is again used to describe people, movements, etc. Radical has multiple meaning, multiple contexts, so you should know this word. Cool? That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much all of you for being here. अगर बाद में आए, like and share नहीं करा है, kindly like and share the video now. Subscribe to our channel. I take classes here Monday to Saturday 1 to 2 p.m. Okay. For time being, my classes are going on YouTube here. Anytime any kind of change happens, I will let you know. Okay. Thank you so much. Keep up your preparation.